Hey guys, it's Andy Coleman with EXP Realty. I told you guys how I went from 0 to 250 deals after my second year in real estate, and that equated to about $515,000 in commission, and that was in year 3. I'm going to show you guys how I plan to 10x that and do $5 million in commission. So basically it's a 5-part plan. Number 1, I'm going to be doing agent attraction. So EXP has the revenue share program where if you bring on an agent under you, you get about 3% of every single deal that they do, which is pretty incredible. So if you can bring on enough agents, let's say you have 1,000 agents under you, and my plan is I want to teach every single agent that joins under me under EXP, I want to teach them how to do 6 figures per year. And doing my strategies and methods, I think it's entirely possible for anybody to replicate what I did. I did over $500,000 after my second year in real estate, and I don't think there's any reason why anybody else can't do it if you have the right systems in place and if you have the right focus and mindset. So that's going to be my first plan, is to basically grow my EXP agent revenue share. I want to have about 1,000 agents under me within the next 2 to 3 years. That's the first part of the plan right there. And a little bit about EXP's revenue share program. So it's 3% of every deal they do. And then if they get agents under them, you get a certain percentage of everything that they do. You have to qualify. I think it's something like 5 agents on your first line, and then something like 10 agents on your second line, and then 15 agents on your third line, and so on and so forth. But as long as you start building up agents under you and then they start building up agents under them, you're going to get revenue share from EXP Realty. I've done about 500 deals since I started real estate and since I joined EXP. So the amount of deals that I have done over the past 3 years, it eclipses probably 99% of agents over an entire lifetime. Usually the average agent does about 6 or 7 deals per year. So if you do the math, if I've done 500 deals in 3 years, I've done probably more deals than like a normal realtor would have done in like 150 years. I might have done the math wrong on that, but you get what I'm saying. So I'm going to give back all of my wisdom and knowledge that I've learned, and I'm going to try to give it back to other agents. My goal is to teach as many agents as possible to try to replicate what I did. I think that's going to be the best value that I can give back moving forward, is teaching other agents to do what I did and how to become successful. I don't think there's any reason why any agent right now, especially right now because it's a renter's market and it's about to be a buyer's market, I don't think there's any reason why any agent cannot do over 6 figures. My second part is actually building up a team of agents under me. So right now I already do have 2 agents that I'm working with exclusively, and they're helping keep my rental business alive. So this is something I struggled with over the past few years, is giving up control. You know, in my mind, nobody can do it better than me. So I don't want to give up control and, delegate responsibilities to other people, because how about if they screw up, and how about if they cost me deals and cost me money? Well, you know what? They might. It's definitely possible. The agents that I have under me, they're doing a fantastic job right now. Shout out to you guys. I learned that you have to take 1 step back to take 2 steps forward. You got to give something up now if you want to get to the next level. That's something that I learned, and it's something that I'm practicing right now as we speak. So yeah, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to have 2 agents under me in 2 different counties, and eventually I'm going to expand to other counties. Here in South Florida, we have Broward County, Miami County, Palm Beach County. That's in my immediate 100-mile radius. I'm going to teach them and show them exactly what I did step by step. I'm going to give them all my tools and resources, and I'm going to set them up to basically give them my clients, all of my previous renters. I'm going to start feeding them business, and then they're going to help me out in doing showings, writing up offers, walkthroughs, you name it. They're going to help me out doing that. They're going to be actually doing my rental business, replicating exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm going to be directly guiding them and giving them clients and everything and showing them how to do this. So they're going to keep my rental business alive. Eventually, once they learn and get good enough, I want them to bring on another agent and then teach them how to do it, so then they can keep their rental business alive, so then they can start helping me focus more on the buyers. and then, focus on the buyers that they get as well. So this way, my $500,000 per year in income for my rentals, that does not have to go away. So I only mainly did about 20 to 30 deals per month. My average commission was about $2,000 per deal. So I'm taking a smaller percentage because I'm giving them a percentage. And yes, I'm gonna make a little bit less money on the rental side of my business right now, but I have 2 agents doing it for me. And this way, I'm gonna be doing double the deals because I'm doing 2 different counties now. So this way, yes, I'm going to be taking a lot smaller of a percentage, but I'm going to be doing twice the amount of deals. And then they're going to learn and they're going to make a whole bunch of commission themselves. So it's going to be great because I'm going to be giving back. Part 3 is actually going to be investing in properties. So all the commission that I've built up over the past few years, and I've done about $1 million in GCI and commission in my pocket. Now, I said this in the previous video, I'm an icon, 3-time icon agent, and I keep basically all of my commission. I get my icon stock, my 16,000. I get my 5% of shares. So I've built up a nice little nest egg to where, I can use that to invest in properties. Coming up within the next 1 to 2 years, even right now, it's actually not a bad time to buy. Prices down here in South Florida have probably dropped by anywhere from 10 to 20%. I like to think 15% on average. So it's not a bad time to buy a property right now. So moving forward, I think I want to spend a lot of time focusing on this. The problem was I was working 16 hours a day. I didn't have time to focus on that. So now I want to devote a lot of my energy into actually buying up single family homes, getting a renter in there, and then, actually having cash flow coming in from that renter. So I could do this with single family homes. I can do this with multifamilies as well, 4 or 5 units, quadplexes. That's what I'm going to be focusing on for my third income source, is going to be actually becoming a landlord and an investor and buy up as many properties as I can get my hands on. Now, you got to think about it this way. If you're doing a single family house, you got to put down at the bare minimum, it's something like 5%. If you're doing a conventional loan, right around 5%. I wouldn't do the 3.5% for an FHA. I think about 5% is good. So if I'm buying a $500,000 home, that's about $50,000 down. So if I can buy up, let's say 10 properties, $50,000 down plus closing costs, of course. The beauty to this is put down $50K on a home. Let's say I buy it for $500,000 now. Let's say I hold the property for about 10 years. In 10 years, it appreciates anywhere from 3 to 5% per year. Let's just say on the lower side, it appreciates in value by 30%. I don't have my notes in front of me right now, but I believe it's about $150,000 in profit at 30%, appreciation in value. So then if I buy up multiple homes, that's $150K per home, plus all the equity that I've gained in that property over that 10-year period. Let's say I'm charging $4,000, for rent, but my actual bills, my mortgage payments, let's say even at a 6% interest rate, my mortgage payment plus my interest are right around $3,000 per month. I got the tenant paying all the utilities and all of that stuff. So I might even be pocketing close to $1,000 per month if I'm charging $4,000 for rent. This is assuming obviously nothing happens. There's no maintenance issues. I think you have to anticipate about 20% per year for maintenance issues. But let's just throw that out there, right now. That's $4,000 per month I'm bringing in. I'm making $1,000 in profit in cash flow every single month. So now I'm building $12,000 in extra income profit per year per property. And then they're paying off the equity in my home. That $1,400 of equity, because obviously, $1,600 would go towards the interest and the equity would be about $1,400 in this scenario. That's going to equate to about $250,000. Now, again, I don't have my notes in front of me. You can fact check me in the comments below. So if you add those together, that's right around $320,000. Now you could take out your maintenance and maybe some other miscellaneous fees. So maybe over a 10-year period, I make $250,000 per home. If you actually divide that per year, that's only $25,000 profit per year, which doesn't sound like a lot, but imagine you do 10 properties, right? If you have 10 properties at $25,000 per year, $250,000 over the long haul over 10 years. And that's on the low side, remember. That's a lot of extra cash that you're going to be bringing in. So that's going to be my third income stream that I anticipate bringing in. And that's an extra $250K per year from that. My fourth income stream, this is going to be a massive one. It's going to be social media, mainly YouTube. If you play your cards right and if you're consistent and you produce really high quality videos, you can make a great living every single month just off of YouTube. From Google AdSense and from brand deals, you can actually make over $100,000 per month if you do it right. If you're getting a very high RPM, can't remember exactly what that stands for, something like, views per mil or something like that. It's actually per 1,000 views, and it's actually your take home, because your CPM, that's going to be what YouTube takes, and your RPM, that's going to be what you as a creator, that's what you take home. So if you actually do a finance business sector, something like that, I think it goes anywhere from $10 to $30. I mean, it could go higher than $30, but on average, you're probably looking at $10 to $30 of RPM. So if you're pulling in, 100,000, 200,000, a million views per video, and you're posting 3 times per week, that's a lot of extra AdSense that you're getting, per video. And this is going to be passive income coming in. Once you film the video and put it out there, it's earning for the lifetime of the video. All you have to do is enable ads. If you do over an 8-minute video, you get 2 ad rolls, which is fantastic. So yeah, that's going to be one source as well. And then if you do brand deals, there are brands out there that are going to pay you a good amount of money to advertise their product. Once you build up a big enough audience, once you have, a couple 100,000 subscribers, maybe 500,000, 1 million subscribers, and you're getting a lot of views per video, you can work out deals with brands and they'll pay you to advertise their products per video. That's another massive one as well. And then there's going to be affiliate marketing. If you can do affiliate marketing, every time somebody clicks on that link and they buy a product or a service based on what you are trying to advertise for that affiliate, you're going to get a certain percentage of that affiliate marketing. So that's another way, from social media, YouTube in particular. I know you can get a little bit on Instagram and TikTok, a little bit on Snapchat as well, but mainly YouTube. That's the real big one. If you do it correct, if you have the audience engaged, if your retention time is really, really high, you can actually succeed in making high quality videos and bringing in a phenomenal amount of money. This takes a ton of time and energy to do this. That's why I'm building up a team under me to run my rental business for me and my house sale business, which brings me into my last source of income, house sales. So right now, I'm only really focusing on rentals. Yes, I'm doing 8 to 10 house sales per year based off my Anywhere or Advertise rental approach. I'm getting all of these house sale clients and listings from my renters that I have coming in right now. But I've built up about 500 renters and buyers and listers over the past few years. I'm going to advertise to them a weekly newsletter, and I'm going to try to get those 500 VIP clients to buy a house with me moving forward. Once the market softens, once the interest rates go back down, then they're going to want to start buying a house. I said in my last video, about 95% of all the renters, they told me they want to buy a house within the next few years, and they're going to use me to buy their house. So even if I get, let's just say 20, 30% of those renters that have rented with me and turn them into buyers, that's about 100 renters that just turn into a buyer per year. So that here in South Florida, that's about $10,000 average commission per sale. That's $1 million per year, right around, $90,000 per month, just off of my buyers that I converted my renters into buyers. Now, if I'm going to be doing mailers, or if I'm going to be having my other agents sit open houses for me, or farm, or door knock, or cold call, if I'm doing anything like that, that's just going to add to my buyer revenue stream coming in. So I anticipate doing about $1 million, over the coming years, over the next couple of years, just from all the renters that I now turned into buyers, and the buyers that I've had that turn into sellers. So that's my fifth income source that I'm going to be bringing in. You add everything up, that's right around $5 million per year. That's my 10x plan to turn that $500,000 into $5 million per year. It's going to take me anywhere from probably realistically 2 to 3 years to actually get to that level, but it also took me about 2 to 3 years to get from zero to $500,000 per year. So I think it's easily obtainable. If I devote all of my time and energy into doing this, it's 100% possible. So yeah, those are the 5 main methods of how I'm gonna 10x my business right now and make $5 million per year. If I focus all of my time and energy into doing this, I know that this will happen. So I would love for you guys to follow me on my journey. It's gonna be really cool, seeing my journey. I'm gonna probably do like a daily vlog or a weekly vlog, where I'm kind of gonna document everything I'm doing, because I think it's gonna be really cool to see, how fast I can accomplish this. I know in my heart that I could do this. If I put my mind to it, it will happen. So it's gonna be awesome to see, over the next couple years, how far this takes me. I'm gonna be dropping videos 3 times per week, Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays on my main YouTube channel, and then you can follow me on Instagram. It's the Andy Coleman. I'm going to be dropping shorts and reels and posts daily. I hope you guys really liked and enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and stay tuned for the next one. All right, that was pretty good.